House 11 Plus Guide. Today we'll be covering the odd one out questions in non-verbal reasoning. These questions come up a lot in the 11 Plus exam, and I'll be explaining carefully how to approach these questions and how to avoid the common mistakes. So let's get straight into it. What we'll be doing in today's video is explaining what to look for when doing NVR questions, and I mean any type of NVR questions. Then we're going to have a go at a few questions based on the subject, which is odd one out. So let's get into our questions. When answering these odd one out questions, now the first thing that I would say I would look for when looking at odd one out questions is the number of sides. Because say there are 4 different shapes and they all have like 6 sides, and one of them has 5, that would definitely be the odd one out. Then the second one is shading. Shapes in NVR have different shades and fills. You can have a left slanted fill, a right slanted fill, a black fill, a white fill, a speckled fill, a mottled fill, and a dotted fill. All of these different fills will come together so that we can understand which one is the odd one out. Then the next one is rotation and direction. A shape can be pointing at a 45 degrees angle and the other ones can just be straight. So that is what we're talking about when we're talking about rotation and direction. Now, what is inside the shape? Different shapes can have, say you have a circle, there can be like triangles in the circle, and the other ones would have squares in the circle, which would mean that that is the odd one out. Then size, you can have different sides and any shape can be bigger or smaller. So that's what we should all look for when answering these odd one out questions. This is quite simple. Which one is the odd one out? And we can all see that these are all circles. So the shape does not matter right now. Okay, so it's not the shape. Okay, but we can see here that they all have different colors. So they all have colors, different colors. So the fill is not the problem here. That is not the problem. Now we can all see that this is a black fill, a green fill, this is a pink fill, but we can see here that this has some black here and some white here. So that does mean that this has 2 colors, while each and every one of these has 1 color, which means that D would be our odd one out. Which one is the odd one out? This one is a little bit more harder than question 1 because we have to go through all of them, starting from number 1, which would be the number of sides. So I'm going to count each number of sides, and I don't even have to do that for most of them. I can tell that this is a pentagon, which means it has 5 sides. Now I need to count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This also has 5 sides. Now this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 5 sides, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 6 sides. These 2 here are both regular pentagons, but this one in the middle is an irregular pentagon. But that means that they're all pentagons, which is totally fine. So the odd one out would be this one over here. Question 3 is a little bit harder than question 1 and 2, so if you want to again pause this video and write down in the comment section what you got for this question, please do that. So the first thing is we're going to be going in order, and number 1 that we said was the number of sides. So we're going to be counting the number of sides of each shapes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this shape has 10 sides. Now this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. Now this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. And this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Now the second thing that we should be looking for is shading, and all of them are the same shade, so it's not the shading. Then rotation and direction, none of them are having a particular direction or rotation. And number 4 is what is inside the shape, which we can tell that there are shapes inside of our already made shapes. So we're going to count the sides of these shapes too. So this is a triangle. We know that this is 3 sides. This is a square. This is 4 sides. This is a pentagon. This is 5 sides. And this is a hexagon, this is 6 sides. Now, if we look at all of these numbers, we've got 10 here, 3 here, 8 here, 4 here, 6 here, 5 here, and 6 here, and 6 here. This shape here is the only shape that has the same number of sides for both of the shapes inside and out, which means that this is the odd one out. Question 4, which one is the odd one out? As you can tell, I'm focusing mainly on the shapes because that is what the 11 plus normally does when we are doing odd one out. It's mostly focusing on the shapes aspect. So we can see that we have different shapes here. Number 1 is the number of sides. We're going to count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 here. We don't need to count this one. This is a pentagon, which is 5. This one is a square, 4. And now I want to count this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now I see that all of these are different. These are all different numbers, so I don't think it can be the number of sides, but there is no difference in the shading, no difference in the rotation, and there's nothing inside the shape, and they are all roughly the same size. So I'm going to go back to number 1. What is different about these numbers? What do these numbers have in common that one of them doesn't? And I can actually see something. Please pause this video if you can't see it. I can see that 3, 5, and 7 are all odd numbers, but 4 is not an odd number, which means that this would be our odd one out. So sometimes you have to be looking in between the lines. It's not going to be always as straightforward as it was in question 1 and question 2. It's going to be a little bit more trickier, just like this. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you found this video helpful. Bye, and see you next time on Michelle's 11 Plus Guide.